welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Adrianne.
And I'm Dion.
And if you're feeling my vibe, please
subscribe.
So today we are going to be making some lumpia.
Not just any kind of lumpia.
Vegetarian lumpia. And some chicken lumpia as well, not your traditional pork because we don't eat pork. Also, one thing to address, if you see something a little out of the ordinary here, it's our microphone and it's gonna be right here. We did have some issues with our previous video. Don't know if you've seen it. If you haven't, or even if you have, go ahead and watch it. It's gonna be linked up here somewhere and also down below. But yeah, we had some audio issues with that video and we're trying to combat that with this.
Yes.
So,
more than ever, you're going to hear more background sounds.
more ASMR.
ASMR and our dogs pitter-pattering on the back.
Yeah, so, hello. This is the mic.
Adrianne, no. You gotta be a little more sensitive. It's like this.
ASMR. We're gonna be making, lumpia. Do you hear Aria drinking water? It sounds refreshing.
Alright.
Okay, yes. We're gonna be making lumpia today. We have a vegetarian version. We're gonna make a version with tofu and one without tofu, just to see how it works out. And also with chicken. Very exciting stuff here.
With the lumpia that has meat, you can choose anything with pork, beef, chicken, maybe even turkey, or a mixture of all of it. But for us, like we said, I don't eat pork.
I don't eat pork.
So,
Chicken.
well, we're gonna use chicken.
And today we have Nature's Promise ground up chicken. It's been thawing in the fridge all day, so it's ready to go. And for our wrappers, we did a little bit of an oopsie.
Well, it's not really an oopsie because
Don't really shame us.
this was the only thing available around this.
Yeah, that's true. So we have egg roll wrappers instead of like the spring roll wrappers. But like Jan was saying, this was the only thing that we could find.
Just a little bit of fun fact, egg rolls and lumpia have the same origin, but they both have different tastes, different size,
And different
texture.
Yeah, so an egg roll wrapper is more on like the doughier side, so it's gonna be a little more chewy.
Yeah.
But fingers crossed that it's gonna be nice and crispy. So we're gonna see how this works out. I'm sure it'll be fine, but use what you got at home and what you can find in your local supermarket. So everything that we have here isn't everything that you might be able to find at your local supermarket or grocery store. So this is what we have. We're making it work.
Yep.
And you can do the same.
And that's the great thing about lumpia.
Yeah, so pretty much anything can go into lumpia for the most part. Yeah, here we go. So today we have ground chicken. We've got 2 different types of cabbage just for the color. We've got some kale, onions, of course we have some garlic because I'm a garlic girl. And carrots. You probably have never really seen these types of carrots before. I know I never saw these carrots before until I moved into the city, and our grocery stores here are a little more diverse. So we have some like purple, orange, and white carrots. We have cremini mushrooms, eggs, and firm tofu. Maybe it's extra firm. No, it's just firm tofu. And this was frozen, and I let it thaw in the fridge as well. And then of course we have the wrappers here. Okay, and today we have my handy dandy countertop cooker, because I don't feel like using the stove today. Or moving the camera around, because that, I feel like that has also been causing some of the audio issues that we've been having, just moving the camera around a lot. So, stovetop or
Is
not.
that a metal or? Okay.
Yeah, it's like a ceramic.
That's cool.
It's legit. I use it for my candles. Which, by the way, if you guys are in the US, check out my candle store. Okay, so I ended up shredding up the carrots and some of the mushrooms. Dion finally chopped the other half of the mushrooms for me, but the shredded mushrooms look like ground beef or like ground pork or something like that. It's kind of freaky.
Pulled pork.
Yeah, like pulled pork from the South, you know? If you've ever had like barbecued pulled pork, it's good stuff. But it looks like that. But it's mushrooms. It's really cool. Anyways, I'm really excited about the texture about this. I'm kind of a little skeptical. I'm kind of skeptical about the tofu just because I'm not really the biggest fan of tofu.
We can just add in a little bit then.
So I am gonna add just a tiny bit to some of them. Not all of them. Yeah, let's get to cooking.
Woo!
The piece of paper. No. You know what that kind of looks like? It kind of looks like
A gloop.
like fish balls before you cook them. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, get it right up in the mic for everyone to hear.
Okay. So we're gonna season our chicken. It's probably that's gonna be enough. Because I just realized I'm gonna be adding the chicken bouillon.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to hit it with some pepper. In the Philippines, we typically use
That's a lot of pepper. That's a lot.
peppercorn, but you would just ground it up, just like this. I thought I put in a lot of pepper, but needs a little bit more. I went light on the salt because I'm going to be adding in chicken bouillon.
Yeah, let me get the mushrooms out of the way.
Here's some ASMR goodness. I'm not going to be adding the whole thing because they tend to be salty. Super salty. But just enough.
Yeah, a little bit more flavor.
Yep. Here you go. You want to mix all of that in. And then you want to add in your garlic and your onions.
Why don't you add it all together? Like all at once.
Just for pizzazz.
Oh, I think my oil's hot.
Ooh, I can feel that now. It's pretty hot.
Yeah, I told you this gets
Mix that in.
Alright, and while he's mixing that up, I'm gonna add in my onion.
Gonna add in the carrots.
Some good sizzle we got there. Alright, salt. Some pepper. And just let that cook down for a little bit before I add my mushrooms. I'm gonna add a little bit more oil because I know once I add the mushrooms, they're just gonna soak up all the oil.
That's right. Because mushrooms are like sponges. Alright, so for those wondering, how come you're cooking the veggies before you wrap them? Won't it cook if you wrap them and then deep fry?
Yes, but they won't develop that good flavor that I would want them to have.
Umami.
Yes, umami.
Plus, it's going to be the cabbage that'll take the longest to cook. And you don't want some...
Actually.
Well, both of those. You wouldn't want them to be raw while you're eating everything else that's cooked. Unless you're into that.
I'm gonna add 1 clove of garlic. Oh no. There we go. you guys probably might have gasped at me saying 1 clove of garlic. No, just 1 for now. I have 3 more waiting. But this is just so that the mushrooms can absorb, soak up some of that garlicky flavor to them.
And while she's doing that, I'm gonna add in some egg onto my chicken lumpia. And the egg is gonna help bind everything together.
That smells so good. Okay, now I'm gonna add the mushrooms. It smells so good in here, you guys. I love the smell of onions and garlic cooking together. It's the best. The absolute best. Like if you want people to come into your house and be like, what are you cooking? It smells so good. Onions and garlic.
That's all.
That's it. I'm gonna add a little bit more salt and pepper to this. We're just gonna let that hang out for a second. And it really looks like ground beef right now. It's kind of freaky. A little bit of a taste test. A little more salt.
What about the tofu? Tofu needs a little bit to cook.
So, executive decision. I have decided against the tofu. Because I'm scared. And I don't want to waste the food. Back in the freezer.
That's life. Sometimes you want something, sometimes you don't.
And today I don't. But what I do want is some Nature's Promise organic ginger kombucha. This is not sponsored by Nature's Promise, but
That's
you do
wait,
see
that's
this.
the second Nature's Promise.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. It's not sponsored by this.
But you're more than welcome to if you want.
But yeah, if you guys want to partner up sometime, just hit me up, you know. Email's down below. Alright, and now I'm gonna add the rest of my veggies along with the rest of the garlic. Let's go with kale, some carrots. I'm gonna let that cook down for a little bit.
If you have some extra ones, you could probably put it in a fried rice or something.
Yeah.
Stir fry. I think people in the Philippines are going to be screaming that you put kale in there.
Listen, guys, you gotta be a little healthier here, you know? Give healthier options. Give options to people who don't eat meat.
There goes the rest. Adrianne, you want to talk about the kale that you put in there? You're going to get a lot of angry Filipinos all over the world.
Bite me.
I can see it in the comments now. What are you
Bite
doing
me.
with the kale? I don't think Lumpia has any kale.
You know what? It doesn't. But one of my really good friends, my little from college, Michelle, had me over for dinner one time. And one of her friends from her a cappella group, I think we came over for karaoke, or her birthday. I think it was her birthday. And she had her a cappella friends come over, and one of them was vegan. So her mom made regular lumpia and vegan lumpia, and oh my goodness, it was so good. And I hope I do her justice by this, because it was phenomenal. And that was the first time and the last time that I ever had vegan lumpia, and it was amazing. So you know what? It can be done, and it tastes just as good, and in my opinion, better than your traditional meat lumpia.
Wait. Whoa. We never claimed to be making your traditional lumpia. We are just making our version of lumpia.
Okay, my opinion of traditional lumpia is lumpia with meat in it. That's like my opinion of
No,
traditional
well, we do
lumpia.
have vegetable lumpia.
So,
It's called.
this is my version of a traditional lumpia.
There you go. That's what it's called, Adrian. Say it.
Lumpia gulay.
There you go. That's what you're making.
Yes.
Alright, so before all of you get mad on the comments, we did not claim to be making your traditional lumpia. We are just making our version of it.
A healthier version.
Well, you can't really call mine healthy.
Mine is healthy. Need some salt.
One thing I'm missing in mine, most recipes call for it to have water chestnuts, but I don't have any. So this will have to do on its own.
Yeah, we have a new supermarket nearby, and it looks beautiful, and it has some really great selections of like fruits and some vegetables, but they're like international, Asian, and Latino section. It's
No
not
bueno.
that great. It's really not that great, which is kind of strange because down there, it's in South Philadelphia, the new grocery store. They have a really large population of Cambodian people over there
Vietnamese.
and Vietnamese, so you would think that they would have a pretty good Asian section. But they don't. Do better. Yeah, we'll see. Alright, so I'm gonna let that cook down for a few minutes. Let's give it 5 minutes. Yeah, so I'm gonna give it about 5 minutes on the cooktop. And while that's cooking, we are gonna go ahead and start wrapping. Alright, I've got 1 egg. Gonna give it a nice beat so that way we can use it to close up the lumpia.
And you won't be using that egg on your vegetable one, because technically all of this right now is vegan.
It's vegan. And same with the wraps that we have. There's no egg or any animal product in it. So, exciting.
Alright, do you know how to wrap?
I do, because I've done this with your mom.
Oh, okay. That's a surprise.
How is it? I don't know
Or that's
how
news
that's
to me.
news to you because you were there. But yeah, well, at least I've wrapped lumpia before.
I've never attempted to, because I know my motor skills, but I do know it starts off like this, right?
Oh, does this mean that your American wife is teaching you, my Filipino husband, to make lumpia?
I think so.
Plot twist.
Okay. Now let me. Okay. Wait, how would we do this? Alright, go ahead. Oh, you're terrible. There you go.
I did it right in the center, like a dumpling instead of a...
Yep. Now you fold the sides. There you go. Like an envelope. You just use your finger. And why are you doing this?
to help it stick.
Snug. Great. Look how pretty that is.
Not the prettiest, but it works for now. I feel like I could have filled it up a little bit more, but this will do.
Alright, let's see.
That'll do, pig. That'll do. Alright, veggies are done. I'm gonna cut the heat on that. And just pop that right there. We're gonna keep filling.
We're doing pretty good so far. Can you tell which one yours are versus mine? This one's mine. This one's mine.
Oh,
This is...
is it now? meh.
I'm so excited for this. I'm getting so hungry.
Alright, so we have our chicken. Look at all those chickens. And our veggie. Right here. Chicken,
Safe to say I eat
veggie.
more. And then when you're dropping it, you want.
Where are the tongs? And that's where you're supposed to say the one that you wear or the one that you cook with. Okay. So I'm gonna test the oil. Right quick. It's ready. Okay. Let's try a vegetable one first. Okay.
Away from you. Drop it away. Is this a test?
We need more oil.
With the vegetable one, you can cook it for about 3 to 5 minutes because the inside is already cooked. You're just gonna wait for it to get brown on one side and then flip it over to the other.
I'm getting kind of scared.
Why?
Because I feel like this is gonna be an egg roll and not lumpia. No.
And right now we're just using vegetable oil. We don't have it full to the top. We're just using a little bit to have half of it cook and then just flip it over because we don't want to waste oil.
Yes.
It is what it is. We'll just wait.
I'm so sad. I say this is ready because it's obviously not a lumpia at this point. It's an egg roll.
Yeah, we gotta reiterate it again. We gotta make an intro saying this is not the traditional lumpia.
This is the...
This is like the universal, worldwide, all-inclusive.
This is we went to the grocery store and this is all we could find.
Yeah. Okay, that should be good. Ta-da!
Ta-da! It's an egg roll. I'm so sad. Aw. All right. Whatever.
Oh,
We're
wait.
gonna fry these now. So, when we said we were making lumpia, what we really meant was lumpia inspired egg rolls.
It's a mess.
Yeah. These wrappers were not it, you guys. It's a disaster. They are
Egg rolls.
egg rolls.
Egg rolls.
They look really doughy. Hopefully, I mean, they're gonna taste great.
So it's between Chinese and Filipino. Somewhere in between.
Yes. So,
Here we go. We're just gonna make do with it. Can we grab some sauce?
also, don't come at us for this. Because, again, this is the only sauce we could find. And I didn't feel like making it. Because I don't know how. But this is the Frank's Red Hot Sweet Chili.
It's by Frank. It's not the Asian kind, but it does the same.
Here, I'm gonna cut a chicken.
You're gonna cut it? No, wait. Presentation, babe.
Oh my goodness.
Diagonal. Yes.
Just to see if it's cooked or not.
Oh, that's one of the
Oh, it's the
chicken
hybrid.
veggie- leftover.
You want me to
Looks
cut
good.
like a regular
Yeah.
chicken one?
It looks good.
Smells good.
Wow. All right, we did good.
They smell amazing, you guys.
Ooh. Wow.
Wow. It smells great. All right, let's give this a go.
Let's go.
Which
I'm
one
going
first?
straight for the chicken one.
Okay, let's go for the chicken.
You know, the only thing we're missing with this is duck sauce. Okay. Everything's good, except it lacks the... Ma'am? It just lacks the crunchiness or the crispiness that you would get from a regular lumpia wrapper. But it does its job.
It still tastes really great, but like you said, we just need the lumpia wrapper, like an actual spring roll wrapper, not egg roll. So don't just grab something from the grocery store. Unless you want egg rolls, because they're good. But it's not lumpia.
We made really good egg rolls today.
Yeah, we did.
American egg rolls.
Filipino style egg roll. How about that?
I want to try this chicken and veggie one. Well, no. I gotta try the veggie one first by itself.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna have a little bit of sauce this time. Ooh, that's hot.
It's good, but I would have preferred more mushroom than cabbage.
That's very good.
And it's really good.
It's a good vegan spring roll. Egg roll. Oh, vegan
So
roll.
here you go, vegan egg roll.
Well, vegans don't eat eggs. So it's gonna be a vegan...
There's no egg in it,
Yeah, I know, but you're calling it egg roll. There's no egg.
but it's called an egg roll, even though there's no egg.
Wow,
Chewing like that, my goodness.
you're pretty good.
Thanks. Yep, amazing egg rolls. Not so amazing lumpia. If we had the proper wrappers, they would have been amazing. But yeah, try them out at home, you guys. Especially the vegan recipe, because like when I tell you this is banging, it's banging. Yeah, it's really good. And a texture, it's like chicken almost, the texture of it, right? Yeah. It's yummy.
That's hot.
It's really hot. I just took them out the fryer.
The chicken and veggie is pretty good. You gotta try that one. Alright, babe. While I keep eating, please close this out.
Alright guys, this is it for this video. Don't do the mistake that we did with buying egg roll wrappers instead of spring roll wrappers. Or if you want to give the egg roll wrappers a try, it's really not bad. But if you're going for the lumpia with like the nice crispy crunch to the lumpia, get the spring roll wrappers. Because this ain't it. I mean, it's still pretty crunchy, but not as crispy. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments down below if you do end up trying this recipe, either the chicken or the vegetable, because they're really good and I want to hear your thoughts on it as well. So thank you guys so much. And don't forget to subscribe if you're feeling my vibe. See you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.